Hello and welcome to the video. Today we're going to be having a look at how much cash drops in Warzone. That's both Plunder, normal Warzone, and also I tried solo Buyback. The reason I did this is because me and my friends have been disagreeing on how much actually drops when you die and how much you actually come back with. It's a little bit more obvious how much you come back with as opposed to how much you actually drop when you die. And that's obviously because sometimes other people can pick up your money and you can't really see how much you actually dropped. So the method I used to actually test this out was just to drop in, grab some money as quick as I can, do a bounty, and then just see how much money I've got, try and get around 10k, and then kill myself and come back to exactly where I was, and then pick up my money and just have a look at how much I got. This was a lot harder than I initially anticipated because I thought it was only going to take a couple of games to test this out. Ended up taking me about 4 hours to get all of the footage, and this is obviously including Plunder and stuff. I just thought I might as well do Plunder and Buyback solos just to see if there's any differences, which there are, by the way. There is differences, of course. So I'm going to get the good stuff out of the way here and just show you regular Warzone. Now this is duos. I dropped into duos by myself, grabbed a load of money and a bounty, and then just had a look at how much I picked up after I died. So on my first attempt I actually managed to get 10,700 cash, and then I dropped back in with only 2,100. Which is about 19.6%. Now I find this a little bit weird because I was like, why is that such a random number? First of all, I read online that it was about 35%. So where is this come from? So then I kept trying, obviously, trying again. And then I got to this clip that you're seeing now where I got about 8,800 cash, died. And then I come back in with 1,700, which is 19.3%. Of what I originally had. So it's a similar amount, but there is a difference, which leads me to believe that the game actually rounds the number down if it is not divisible by 100. That's my theory anyway. I think it's literally, if you've got less than 100, you're not going to get anything. But yeah, either way, once I actually did reach the ground, grabbed my money and all my gear again, I actually picked up 4,400. As you can see, I am sitting on 6,100. So 6,100 minus 1,700 is 4,400. And that is 50% of the original amount. That's 50. So half of your money. You actually get half of it back if you actually pick it up, or a teammate picks it up. So that's useful to know, obviously, so your teammates can just run over, grab your cash, and then you've got 50% of what you had. So if you were sitting pretty on about 20k, just holding on to that money like a loot goblin, then that person's going to have a hell of a lot of money now. They're going to have about 10k. So the basics to draw from this is, in a regular game of Warzone, you drop in, you grab a load of money, you die, unfortunately. If you win your gulag, or if you get bought back, you will actually come back with 1/5 of your money. That's 20%. Rounded down though. So it usually won't be exactly 20%. And then what you drop is 50% of what you originally had. Okay, so that's normal Warzone out of the way. Let's jump into Buyback Solos, which is a new game mode introduced this season. It's basically just Stimulus, which has been around usually, but it's just called Buyback Solos now. So you just come straight back. No self-revives, no gulag. Now, I actually was going to stop the video at just doing normal Warzone because of how long it took me to actually get the clips. But I persevered, jumped into Buyback Solos, and I think it was my second game that you're seeing now. And I got up to 15,100 in cash. Then, once again, kill myself. And then once I do come back, this time I came back with 5,300, which is a lot more than I expected, obviously. That's a lot more than 20%. So I worked it out and it's actually 35%. And then once I actually hit the ground, grabbed my cash again, I was sitting at 10,600, which means I dropped 5,300. So I only dropped 35%. So I come back with 35% and I only dropped 35%. Meaning in total I lost 30% of my money overall, which overall is actually the same as normal Warzone. 50% plus 20% is 70%, so you lose 30%. And then in Buyback Solos, you come back with 35% of what you had, you pick up 35% of what you had, and you've lost 30%. So the game takes 30% of your money no matter what. Okay, so finally, let's jump into Plunder. In the clip here, I literally just dropped in the middle of nowhere by myself in Squad's Plunder, grabbed 55,500 cash, and then killed myself. leaving me with 38,800, which is actually 70% of my original amount, which is quite a lot. And then once I actually hit the ground, picked up all my money, I ended up with 51,300, which means I dropped 12,500, which is only 22.5%. which is a very strange number. So I'm assuming it's around 23% rounded down. So basically in Plunder, you only really lose less than 10% of your total money. So there's basically no reason not to die. Well, I mean, there is, because somebody else could come along and pick up that amount of cash, but that's nowhere near as much as what you actually fly back in with, because you fly back in with 70% of what you originally had, and they're only going to grab just over 20% of what you had, so it's not a big loss. So yeah, that's what I've been doing today, what I've found out. So just to summarise, in regular Warzone, you come back with 20% of what you originally had, which is 1/5, and then you actually drop 50% of what you originally had. And in Buyback Solos, you come back with 35% of what you had, and you also drop 35% of what you had. Meaning both sides, you lose 30% of your money. The game takes 30% of your money. It's gone forever. And then Plunders are just a hot mess of weirdness. Like you come back with 70% of what you had, and you drop just over 20% of what you had. But yeah, that is the video. I really do appreciate you guys watching. If you did learn anything today, if you found this information useful, please do drop a like below. And if you want any more of this kind of content, hit that subscribe button below, hit the notification bell, and comment what you want to know next. Also, just an FYI before I go, I will be streaming tonight at 8 PM British time, so be there. And I probably will be playing some Warzone, so you can pop in, watch us lose over and over and over and over and over again until I watch my friends win for me. That is usually how it goes. So yeah, thank you for watching, everybody. Have a nice day.